Now, as we track the last 3 years of the Russia-Ukraine war, we deep dive into the economic toll on both nations. Who's struggling, who's adapting, and what does the future hold for investment and recovery? Let's bring up the numbers. Despite initial setbacks, Russia's economy has demonstrated resilience. The entire world has seen this. GDP, which declined by 1.3% at the start of the war back in 2022, rebounded with 3.6% growth in the past 2 years. Sanctions have restricted trade, but alternative markets, particularly in Asia, enabled Russia to sustain revenues from oil, gas and metals. Additionally, military production has boosted industrial output. However, inflation remains a challenge at 9.5% and high interest rates of 21% strain borrowing and investment. Ukraine's economy faced significant contraction, with GDP dropping 36% in mid-2022 before rebounding to 5.3% growth in 2023 and 3% in 2024. Key industries, including agriculture and energy, have shown resilience. Electricity exports, particularly to Moldova, Hungary and Romania, have surged, while tax revenues increased by 50% year over year, supported by growing corporate and excise tax collections. Nonetheless, unemployment remains high at 16.8% and steel production is significantly below pre-war levels. Now, after 3 years of war, reconstruction efforts are expected to require at least $500 billion, with international investors weighing long-term opportunities in infrastructure and resource development. Ukraine's significant deposits of rare metals, valued at around $11 trillion, presents an economic advantage for future investments. Uncertainty over potential sanctions relief remains a factor for both economies. Now, while Russia has adapted to restrictions, the future trajectory will depend on global trade dynamics and potential changes in economic policies. Meanwhile, Ukraine's long-term outlook hinges on sustained international support, economic stabilization and post-war recovery initiatives. Ultimately, experts suggest economic growth and prosperity for both nations are best secured through lasting peace.